and some of you may or not have the equipment at home. You can still do this sort of, some of it without a swing or whatever, but you do need something. You can still do the stretches and stuff. So I'm assuming that you've done the beginner video that's for free on YouTube. So go find that one. It's warm-ups. We do those warm-ups for everything. So this video is going to have a little bit of a combination of some working out stuff, some stretching stuff, and some tractioning stuff. Okay, so it's going to be sort of an overall one. Then my hope is to get you out a working out one, and then a maybe a deeper stretching one, we'll see, and then a full tractioning / restorative one. Okay, so let's begin. So assuming that you've warmed up, okay, so please do your warm-ups. I'm serious, especially when it comes to aerial. I think that it's probably one of the most important things, whether you're doing restorative practice or whether you're doing whatever. It's really important to get your body to just sort of relax when you're doing these, okay? So I hope the lighting's okay. I hope you guys can see me. If I haven't seen you for a while, my suspension people, hi, I love you, I miss you. If you're new, follow along. If you have any questions, please ask below, or else you can send me a message, okay? So you want to make sure that after you've done the warm-ups, your hammock should still be about pubic bone height, okay? Just around where the hip flexors are. Maybe a little bit lower, which is fine. You want to make sure that the handles are about a foot below the hammock, okay? So about yay. So you're gonna go ahead and slide your bum into your hammock. So now you notice that I have slippers on again. I'm always wearing slippers these days, so my feet are very cold. By the time this is all done, I'm going to be known as the person, that weird yoga Pilates aerial person that wears slippers for all the videos. So you're going to take the fabric and stretch it out and put the heel into the fabric. Okay, you want the heel in. It doesn't matter if the rest of the foot is. It's the heel that connects into the pelvis. If you put your toes or your arch in, your foot can't handle that. You're going to hurt yourself. So don't do it. So we're going to move the other handle out of the way, and you're going to get the other foot in. And make sure you go from behind. It's been a while. So, okay. So, now, when you get your heels in, you should have little adjusters. See these? You should have like some plastic clips. Now the handles are going to be in here. They're kind of a pain, but whatever, just get used to it. You gotta slide it down so that you can take your hand in, with the fingers stretched out, right in there, okay? You're going to take the arms. You're gonna wrap them around the outsides of the hammock, okay? This is a little more advanced. If you are not used to this, okay, we're gonna be standing up in them. Put your straps, these straps, closer to the ground so that you're not so high off the ground, okay? So for this, how high you are doesn't matter, okay? Because whether you're, 6 inches off the ground or 7 feet off the ground, you're still off the ground. So it doesn't matter, okay? So go with where you're comfortable, please. You need to wrap your arms around the hammock when you stand up. If you happen to lose your balance and your arms are there, the hammock will catch you. If your arms are through the center, if you're wondering, well, where else could my arms be? If your arms are through the center, your hammock's going to take a hike and it's not going to do anything for you. Okay, so wrap the arms around. Okay, you're going to reach up, grab for the handles or some part of it. I hope we stay in the camera. I wasn't thinking about this. I might be headless. And you're going to press and come up. Oh, not too headless. So it's okay because my head doesn't matter. So right away, I want you to cross the feet. Okay? Pushing in, I want you to tuck the tail and be super, super tall. Okay? So, ready? What we're going to do, feet together. Okay, and we're going to do jumping jacks. So you can take your hands down to the medium set of handles. I find that with every set, So this is an actual Om Gym, brand Om Gym. There's other ones that you can get on AliExpress and Wish and everything. I find that they're all a little bit different. So handle lengths may vary depending on where you get it from. So you may be able to press down and have these be a nice height, or you might just choose to stick with the higher up ones and leave it there, okay? I'm gonna go to these ones. If you can, right, go to these ones. Remember, my arms are wrapped around the outside. I was hoping that I put on a shirt that contrasted enough with my hammock. So, feet out, ready? Keep your feet parallel. We're gonna go out and in for 1, out and in for 2, out and 3. Here's the trick. Don't go out too far. That was 4. Out and 5. Good. Ready? Out and click 1. Out and click 1, 2. Out, click 1, 2, 3. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Out. 1, 2, 3. Stand tall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and cross. Good. So it's parallel. Now we have 2 other rotations of the hips. So we're going to turn the legs to go out laterally, okay? That means that you're turning the feet out, okay? Now we can have fun like this. You can go crisscross, like teeny little crisscrosses with the heels if you want. You're going to get more inner thigh. Remember, when you do these, you shouldn't feel in jamming it in your sacrum. So your sacrum is where your tailbone is. So make sure that you're not squeezing your anus. Okay, you need to try to be relaxed and really stand tall. So you're lifting through inner thigh, through pelvic floor, and reaching through the crown of the head. Okay, so let's go ahead, laterally rotate. Okay, you're gonna go out and you're gonna click once. Watch for 2. Out, 1, 2. See how I 1 forward, 1 back? Good. Out. 1, 2, 3, out. 1, 2, 3, 4, out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and cross. Good job. Whew. How you guys doing? Okay? So remember, if you need to sit at all through these, I'm saying this after, 2 rotations, you hang onto the hammock. Okay, so you let go of the handles, you grab onto the hammock, and probably the leg handles too. And you need to bend at your hips and sit down. Okay, so you need to let the hammock stay where it is, and you need to sit back into it, and your hands help sort of scoop it under the bum. Okay, so your hammock has to be low enough for you to do this. Okay, good. So we're gonna go back up. Okay, so now turned in, medial. Same thing applies where you can go toe to arch. Okay, ready, out, good, and 1, out, 1, 2, out, 1, 2, 3, out, 1, 2, 3, 4, out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, be tall, 1, 2, breathe, 4, 5, 6, 7, out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. Grab a hold of the hammock and sit back, okay? Good. And it should be there waiting for you. Good. So, yeah, I forgot to bring water. Make sure you have water. And if you feel nauseous from the movement, a great hint is to get some crystallized ginger and to nibble on that. And try to have that around whenever you practice. I always have some at the studio whenever I'm teaching for students if they don't realize that it sort of hits them. So what we're going to do next is we're going to do something that's a little stretchy and a little bit more relaxy. So stretching. So you're going to keep the feet where they are, right? In fact, if it's sort of coming off your heel, just fix it a little bit so that your heels are in there nice and good. I don't know if you guys can see. So what you're going to do is you're going to move the hammock down underneath. Let's see if I can drive it. So it's down by the shoulder blades, okay? You're letting the hands fold on the same side that your head is, and let your head come to the back of the hands. Let your bum drop, and then go ahead and let your legs come out. Good. Does that feel good? My feet probably look like massive, and I'm not too sure if my camera knows where to focus, so just work with me. So what we're going to do, guys, so here there's a few different things that you can do in general. So we're going to be switching leg positions around. A few different things you can do. I'm going to try to go sideways a little bit so you can see. So there's where you sort of pop the bum out, right? So this is getting a nice deep stretch as opposed to sitting and letting it just curl. So you can actually pull the tailbone out behind you, okay? Then alternatively, there is also curling and rolling up so that you're opening up the front of the flexors, right? So it's a little bit of glutes, a little bit of hamstrings, and then from here, providing you don't have back issues, right, support the neck, and you can go back. So this is back, right? And then if you have a lot of availability in your spine, you can drop down, right? Or you can let yourself come to here again and then pop out, okay? So those are the ways that you can move your spine. So because I feel weird going really wide-legged facing the camera, it just feels strange. It's nothing that anybody needs to see. So just go, I'll show you once, and then that's it. So we're gonna go ahead and go nice and wide, okay? And then you're gonna curl and roll up and open the chest, right? And then you can also come down. So take your time and play with that. I'm just gonna sit here and watch while you do wide-legged, okay? So come down, get a nice stretch, and then come back up. Good, and just play. You can drop one hip, you can drop the other hip. Even while the legs are wide, you can still drop one hip and the other hip. Good. If you find that the hammock is getting up into the armpits, you're going to pull up and move it back down. And all of a sudden, your whole, like, between your shoulder blades is going to go, oh, thank you. So come back in. Good. And you're going to take one foot in and you're going to fold the leg down. Now, if you're so low that your knee's touching the ground, that's fine. Use it to your advantage, as long as you're not super crazy touching. So if you did lower your straps down to do the jumping jacks, you might want to raise them up. You'll definitely get a better stretch. So go with the alignment from the beginning of the video. Good. So you pull, yep, and then we come out, and then you fold the other leg in and pull down. Nice big breaths. Just stretch it out. It's all good. Life is always better when you're hanging. Good, and come back out. Good, and now we're going to take both feet together. I have a bookshelf right there, so that's what that is. You guys can't see that. So you're going to go ahead and press, and you can either lift and open the chest. Oh, my foot just came out. See? Happens to everybody. And you can come back down. You can also drop the bum down behind you and pop the bum out. Okay, so from here, providing you don't have back issues, you can take one leg back behind and you can stretch. So you can let the knee rest and you can stretch it out. And you can bring that leg up. Good. How you do it is you let your knee turn to the inside. So if you have bad knees, you got to be careful. And then you let the leg come back and stretch back. And then you can go to the other side. Whoop. This side has all kinds of stuff on it. A little bit harder. So you can go and stretch. Hopefully you have a little bit more space with yours. If not, it's fine. Use the walls or bookshelves. Just make sure they're screwed into the wall. Good. And then with one foot back, you can actually take the other foot back. And you can actually do this really cool stretch where you just sink forward. That's it. Good. And then we can come back. Good. And now you bring one foot up. Oh. And the other foot up. And that's what I get for wearing my slippers. Falling out of my straps. Good. There. And come back in. Good. So, what we are going to do is we're going to reach up in the hammock. You're going to grab on. Okay, now you can just take your feet out if you want. That's fine. But I want you to push, swing it under the bum, sit, and then take the feet out. Good. Okay, so what we're going to do a really lovely hamstring stretch. I'm thinking I might hit myself on this, but that's okay. We'll see how it's going. So it's all good. So what you're going to do, I want to make sure that the hammock, we aren't using the handles for this one, just the hammock. I want to make sure that I can touch my feet to the ground when I do it. So because we're going to stretch our hamstrings, and I think that's still a little low. So I want you to take it. I'm going to sneeze. It happens. My sinuses. So what I want you to do is, I'm going to flip this inside out so that you guys can see better. Yeah? I think that works better. So, you're going to step over. I know. You're going to grab the fabric and sort of separate it into two groups and then pull it tight and then sit. Okay? Now, why you see a blue outside here is because my hammock has a foam piece in it. Some of them don't. So just don't worry about it. And of course it's different colors when it does that. So, but the inside is blue now because I flipped it around. So, what we're going to do is you're just going to sort of first just stay like this. You can actually rest your head. This, believe it or not, is an amazingly relaxing, I don't know if I'd even call it a pose, but it feels so good just to be completely cradled. Now, the hammock shouldn't be gathered in your butt, okay? So it shouldn't be giving you a wedgie. That's why we pulled it out. So, and then pull it right to the knees. And your feet are just dangling a little bit. You can touch the ground if you want. So I'm actually managed to get myself the perfect height. But just let the head rest. And take some breaths. This is an amazingly calming feeling. The hammock has this really crazy way of just like supporting you and loving you. I don't know. Anyways, it feels great. So, ready? So we're going to go ahead and you're going to take the hands and you're going to press. So you'll notice there should be a triple stitch in your fabric. Almost all the hammocks have this. So it's where, and it might not be a color change, which is fine, but you'll notice that there is a triple stitch. So you're going to take your hands onto it, and you're going to push it away, and you're going to take one foot in, if you can. Yeah. And if you can't, then leave the leg out. That's fine, okay? Because then we're going to try to do the other side too. So press out, and get the other foot in, okay? Now, this is where you can sort of press and, so if you're a little more flexible, you might come sitting up nice and tall. Right. This is, you can stop yourself from swinging back and forth if you want, or you can make yourself swing more. That's okay. So legs are now crossed in. This could also be a pose if you're comfortable here and everything's happy. You can easily, again, sink forward and just relax. It kind of looks weird, right? It's like, oh, okay, sorry guys, I'm in a bit of a goofy mood. I think I've been in isolation too long. Okay, so you're going to press out, okay, and you're going to take one of your legs and you're going to reach it up, okay? So you're going to reach it straight up. So now you might notice that you're feeling a little bit curled in the back. If so, go ahead and lift and push and get yourself up. But otherwise, you're going to sit here and just let the hammock do the work, okay? If you want a little bit slouchy, you can push out, right? So just let yourself breathe. Make sure the foot is flexed, okay? It doesn't have to be super flexed. If you want to encourage a greater stretch, you can activate the knee muscle and the quad and just sit here for a few moments and breathe and stretch and breathe and stretch and breathe and stretch. Good. Nice big breaths. Good. And then from here we're going to pull this leg back in, so let it just cross, or you can let it hang out. Okay, either's fine. You're going to take the other foot up. And again, breathe and stretch. And breathe and stretch and breathe. And again, nice big breaths. Good. And then, when you're ready, sorry guys, I know is it too early because I didn't sneeze. You're going to try and take both legs up. And with both legs up, again, you can just relax. You can actually reach up if your handles are the right height and you have freakishly arms like me. You can reach up. Something else you can do here, really fun. I don't know if I can do it with slippers on, but we'll see. Is you take your head out, just your head out to one side, and you push, and you walk yourself up to a straight line. And you get your bum up. And then you come back down. Yeah, and then you do the other side. It's an amazing stretch for your traps. And then you push, and you hang. You should feel really good. Good. And then you come back down. Good. And then you can just let the legs slide in. Right, you can do diamond. My feet are together. If you have a little bit more flexibility, you can have the feet way up here. Right, if you want. Just let yourself be supported by the hammock. Good. Okay, so from here, you're going to go ahead and take the legs out. Good. And I'm going to, I'll do it this low. I'm going to show shoulder stand in the hammock, and then I'm going to, and please have somebody there with you to do that. Okay, have somebody watching if you have questions, or we can video and make sure that you're doing it right, okay? Shoulder stand, and then we're gonna finish, and I'm gonna put you in one of my probably most famous tractioning poses. So I created a restorative series, which now I call tractioning in the hammock, and it's all been created by me, and it's a beautiful stretch for your neck. So we're going to finish off with that, and I'll leave you there, okay? So first, let's get into shoulder stands. So we can do it this low. Yeah, normally we do it higher because we do it after we've hung. So there is another video on my YouTube channel on my first hanging. It's not really my first hanging. It's my first hanging in here at my house. So, but go ahead and you can use that. Once you've hung, like, you don't need me to show you in a video how to teach you how to hang. You can just pause this, go hang for a bit, drop a leg back, drop another leg back, play around, right? If you want me to do more hanging stuff, let me know, okay? But once you've hung, you've hung. So, and I do still need to do you guys Superman, I think. So what we're going to do is you come back and you make sure that the hammock isn't gathered at all. And you saw me fidgeting because I have the foam piece here. So it gathers as we do things. So it's this fidgeting and pulling it out just to get it unwrinkly. So if you have a foam piece, make sure that it's nice and smooth. If you do not have a foam piece, make sure that the fabric, so it looks like there's more here than what there is because of the foam piece. So just make sure that this, and this is my shoulder, right here is my shoulder. So it comes up and around your shoulders. Your shoulders hold you in for this. You take your feet up and you actually walk your feet up and you press them out into the straps and you open up the chest. And you say, hey Ma, look, no hands, right? You can look all yogic and pretend whatever, but you can come up, shoulder stand, beautiful inversion, right? If you are good and daring and have good core, you can take the legs and bring them together, right? You can split your legs, right? Good. And you can bend, and you can come back, you can bend, and extend, and then bring them up, woo, right? So there's lots of things that, and make sure you hang on while you're moving your legs. Okay, so there's lots of things that you can do. So as long as you're breathing. Okay, now to get out, you can either flip over and take your feet down to the ground, or you can roll back nice and slow, and then you just sort of bring yourself up and let your head rest into the hammock. Okay, so just sit here and relax for a moment. Good. So what we're going to do for our final one, I hope that was enough explanation, so we'll see. For our next one, what we're going to do is we're going to do the neck thing, and I'm going to leave you there, okay? So I'm going to talk you into it, and then I'm going to stop the video. So we also have, if you've got this video, you also have my Shavasana, so you can also put that to go after this one, and then everything will go out, okay? So let's get you set up. So you're going to go ahead and lower the hammock down. It's probably going to go as low as you can get it. It depends on your setup. So that's too low. I lied. It's not going to go as low as you can get it. So you want it so that when your hand goes underneath, you can touch the bottom. So you don't want it too low. I don't know if you guys can see. So there, my thumb is touching and my fingers are on the ground. That's a good height, okay? Now, you want your longest handles. This is actually a really good height for this. So I'm going to leave it that high. So what you do, and I don't know how much of this we're going to get into the frame. So let's see. So you're going to go ahead and you're going to lay down and you want just the edge of the fabric. Okay, this is where everybody messes up. They take the whole hammock and they ram it under their neck. No. So you're going to grab the very edge of the hammock and put it at the edge, the base of the skull. So the neck is open and in the air and free. Okay? So then, what you're going to do, you have the two long handles just sort of hanging out in front of you. You slide the handle out of the way, you take your foot into it, you extend the leg. Now, you can also have it in the calf if straight legs bother you. And you can also cross them and take it over here, which instead of having the legs pull open wide, right, this is actually going to pull the legs together towards one another. So see what you want to do, okay? Just know that there's all these variations available, right? There isn't really a wrong. When you put your feet in, it's going to lift the hammock up higher. So it's going to put a more of a pull on the back of the neck. And you let your arms come out. So if I relax, okay, and again, something I'm not a fan of, especially with the camera angle, you can go out wide, okay? So I'm just going to get my foot out of the way so I'm not throwing off the camera. So pretend my legs are wide, just for fun. Shoulders are wide and the head is long. And as you breathe and relax, you may feel all kinds of things going up and down. You want to make sure that you're right underneath. Your anchor's in the ceiling, okay? Now, from here, you can also reach your arms out overhead. And it looks kind of creepy when you do it, but, and then let the back of the neck lengthen. And just breathe. And allow your ankles to relax. And just allow everything to release. And the more heavy that you get the head, you may be able to softly move your head from side to side. Just feel yourself be completely supported. And just hang out here and relax.